What is going on, everyone? It's your boy AC back with another video. And since Christmas is just around the corner, you know what that means. We are going to be going over my top 10 cheapest Jordans for Christmas. Now this top 10 isn't very specific. It's not specific on prices or any of that. It's just a matchup of Jordans that I think are really nice, that are really cheap at the moment. And if you guys have been keeping track of the whole sneaker resale market and all that stuff, you do know that the sneaker market is really down right now, practically dead. So a lot of these shoes are under retail by a significant amount. And yeah, if you guys are resellers out there and you want to know how to capitalize the most from December, because this is the busiest month of the year, I'll have a video up here or linked in the description where I do a whole full breakdown video on pretty much how to make $10,000 this month alone on reselling. But with that quick plug out of the way, you guys have to let me know in the comments below. Do you want me to do another video like this? Maybe just strictly Jordan 1s, Jordan 4s, maybe Nike Dunks. Let me know in the comments below. If you want a specific top 10 video like this, let me know in the comments below. And more likely than not, I'll have that out for you guys in the next coming days. And without further ado, this isn't in any specific order or anything, but let's start off with number 10, a shoe that I personally own, the Jordan 7 Camry. Yes, I know it's a Jordan 7. It's not a super popular model. Now, for a base point, all these are going to be a size 10 and brand new. So the last sale on these were around $200. But if you look really close, the highest ask for this pair is $150. So honestly, you're probably going to get it in the middle of those two. So around $180 for this. That's what I paid for my personal pair. And yes, before you guys all click off the video, I do know the Jordan 7 isn't the most popular model in the world, but this all black with hints of blue, not only is it just super wearable, it's a Jordan 7 that hardly anyone wears. And now that the whole Jordan 1 hype has pretty much fully died and Jordan 4 hype is dying out, people are going to want to have the next popular Jordan model. I'm not saying the Jordan 7 is going to be that model, but now that everyone's oversaturated with Jordan 1s and 4s, bringing out a sleeper pair like the Jordan 7 might be the best bet, I'm not going to lie. And getting these for under $200, I'm not going to be complaining about that whatsoever. And the fact that I have a personal pair just shows that these are super underrated. Then another shoe that I own personally, the Jordan 5 Shattered Backboard. If we look on this one, again, last sale was $230, but the highest ask is $150. So getting them in the middle. I got these used, but they're in great condition. I think I paid like $100 for them, something around there. And this is just such a clean colorway. I'm so surprised when these first came out that they were sitting everywhere, because honestly, this is one of my favorite Jordan 5 models that have ever came out. And I'm not gonna lie, I don't think I've ever seen another person wear this specific colorway on foot before. And trust me, this pair of Jordan 5s, out of every other Jordan 5s and pretty much any other shoe, gets one of the most compliments on foot, because it's just such a clean colorway. Super nice for maybe not the winter time right now, but bring these out in the spring and summertime, even fall. These things are going to be neck breakers, trust me. And yeah, do you really need to get these brand new? No, you don't. A lot of the stuff you can try to get secondhand for even cheaper. That's personally what I do. I get a lot of my shoes that I want secondhand for a stupid discount. And now that the resale market is dying, people are going to be more willing to let go of their used pairs for a whole lot cheaper. If you guys want a full in-depth video on how to get shoes for an insane steal, put a comment down below. Maybe I'll make that video if there's enough people interested. But yeah, number 9, such a clean pick. Honestly, this might be my favorite pair out of this whole list. But let's move over to number 8. Unfortunately, a pair I don't own myself, but it is the Jordan 11 Low Cement Gray. The last sale on this was $262. But the highest ask is $200. So in the middle is probably where you're gonna be able to get this shoe. Plus, if you get it used, it's gonna be a whole lot cheaper. And I have heard from a good amount of people that the Jordan 11 Low model, specifically the lows over the highs, is one of the most comfortable pairs of Jordans. Plus, having this all gray and white pair of Jordan 11 Lows, super wearable, just a clean pair of Jordan 11s. There's not much else to say about it, except for they're just an all-around great everyday shoe. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, at first I wasn't the biggest fan of 11 Lows, but slowly I am starting to like them more and more. Honestly, I need to get me a pair of these. the UNC ones. Honestly, I just need to start a whole collection of just 11 lows because they have started to grow on me heavily. Then let's move over to number 7, the Jordan 4 Craft SE in the Craft Phantom Dust colorway. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I was debating putting this one or the newly released medium olive colorway that just came out. Personally, I love that medium olive colorway so much, but I do know out of both of them, this Phantom Dust colorway is slightly more wearable as an everyday shoe than that olive colorway, so it does pain me putting that pair here. Honestly, both of those shoes can go here because they're roughly around the same price. Around $300 is what you'll pay for them. And for a brand new pair of Jordan 4s is a pretty good price, I'm not gonna lie. Considering earlier this year, Jordan 4s, when they first were released, they would be going for $100 to $200 over retail. And now getting them for like $20 over retail, can't complain about that whatsoever. And yes, again, another shoe that I don't personally have in the inventory, but nonetheless an amazing pair of Jordan 4s that is super clean and honestly really underrated. I don't see a lot of people wearing it. For some reason, this whole craft model of the Jordan 4s, a lot of people aren't the biggest fan of them, but I don't really see why it's such a negative thing. They're honestly really nice in hand and on foot, especially those olive ones. So I don't see why the craft model gets all this hate, I'm not gonna lie. But if you're in the market for a sleeper pair of Jordan 4s that not a lot of people are wearing, definitely pick that pair up, or even the olive pair. Honestly, both of them are great pairs. Then moving over to number 6 on the list, we have a pair of Jordan 3s, the Jordan 3 Wizards. Last sale was $240, highest ask is $230, so that's around what you're gonna be paying for these. Pretty sure that's either retail or under retail, I'm not gonna lie. And yeah, getting a pair of Jordan 3s that I'm pretty sure originally was a player's exclusive for under $250 is a steal in my opinion. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I really wanted this pair, but I was debating getting this pair or like the true blue ones, but at the end of the day, I ended up getting neither of them, so that's just great. But now that they're this low in price, I honestly might scoop up a used pair for myself, because this is such a clean colorway and it's practically identical to the true blue, just has a little bit cooler meaning behind the colorway in my opinion. But yeah, sleeper pick, plus just having that hint of blue, it does also make it a very like everyday wear of a shoe. It's not the hardest thing to pull off, and it's just a clean pair. A lot of backstory behind this colorway, and if you know pretty much. But let's move over to that halfway point to number 5. We have the Jordan 1 Low OG in the Atmosphere Gray colorway, one of the most hyped up Jordan 1 Lows of this year. I know a lot of people were anticipating this pair, and the last sale was $128, and honestly you can probably get it even lower than that. It's just a crime in my opinion. $120 for a pair of Jordan 1 Lows, especially a colorway that clean. You can't complain about that whatsoever, being way under retail. Definitely like a clean everyday wear. Pretty much if you're sick of the Air Force 1 Lows and you want something different, pick those Jordan 1 Lows up. And it's in that OG cut, which I'm not gonna lie, I like a lot better than the new Jordan 1 Low cut that we have. I know there was a high top version of this shoe that was just as bad performing wise as this low top, but the low top just looks 100 times better. And honestly, if I needed like an everyday beater shoe, I think I would pick that shoe out of every shoe in this list because of just how cheap it is and how great it goes with everything. Plus it's a low top and you can just slip those on super easily. And then moving into number 4, another shoe that I have personally, and it's not going to be everyone's favorite. Now this is going to collide with my green screen, so we're going to turn the green screen off for just 1 second because it is the Jordan 1 High Lucky Greens. This has to be my favorite shoe of this year. I love this colorway so much. Such a sleeper pair that honestly sat on shelves, which is a crime. The last sale was $230, highest ask is $200. Both of those are being under retail, and being able to grab this for under $200 should be super easy, I'm not gonna lie. And yeah, I do know it's not everyone's favorite. It is super biased to me because this green is my favorite color, and having it on my favorite Jordan model, especially in this color blocking, which is also my favorite, you can see why it's on this list. And trust me, if these came out in 2020, this would be like a $400 plus shoe, I'm not gonna lie. But can't complain with this shoe whatsoever. The Jordan 1 High Lucky Greens coming in at number 4. Super biased pick, but I don't care. I love this pair so much. So let's just move over to the next one, moving into number 3. Now this one is very similar to the Jordan 1 Low Atmosphere we just went over for clean everyday wear. If you're not the biggest fan of low tops and you really like the high tops, then the washed black colorway is definitely the best pick out here for a clean everyday beater shoe. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of wish I grabbed a pair for a beater shoe because these would make an amazing pair. Last sale coming at $250, but the highest ask around $200. I bought a bunch of these not too long ago, honestly, a few weeks ago for under retail to resell. And yeah, getting them for under retail is not that hard. If you know how to grab pairs for under retail, then you'll be able to grab these super easily. Again, if you want a whole video of me doing a breakdown on how to get these pairs for under retail, just let me know in the comments below. But yeah, there's really not much more you can say about this colorway because honestly it's one of the most, if not the most, underrated pair of Jordan 1 highs that have released this year. This shoe realistically is criminally underrated. Let's move over to the next pair. Coming in at number 2, this is also going to be a Jordan 1 high. However, it is a collaboration and honestly it is underrated, but at the same time I'm not the biggest fan of it. But I do know there is people out there that absolutely love this pair, and it's honestly not the worst shoe in the world, but it is the Jordan 1 high SpiderMan Across the Spider-Verse. Now a little bit more pricey than the other ones. $290 was the last sale. Highest asked is $270. I picked up a pair of these not too long ago. Granted, it was only a size 9. But I only paid $250 for them, which is an amazing price, especially being a collaboration for the Spider-Man movie. If you want a shoe that stands out more than others, and if you know type of shoe, this is definitely the best shoe on this whole list for that reason. A collaboration with the Spider-Man movie and the previous Jordan 1 high Spider-Man collab, the resale on those were insanely high. Yes, this one, granted, it's not as nice as that previous collab, but they're still practically a Jordan 1 high Chicago, which is a little bit of extra things sprinkled throughout it. Not the worst. I definitely like them a whole lot more in hand when I had them, but we've been recording for a while now, so let's end the list now with number 1, a shoe that I have no idea how it's so low in price, and we are talking about the Jordan 1 Low Bread Toe 2.0s. Last sale was $100. Highest ask is in the $90 range, which is insane. I've been able to get these for all sizes under $100, which is mind-blowing. Again, I'm not gonna lie, I don't know why Jordan Brand re-released this one as a 2.0, considering not too long ago they did just release just the normal Jordan 1 Low Bread Toe, and those things sat everywhere. Pretty sure the resale price on those are still non-existent, and that just shows on this pair because now the 2.0, a pair that's practically identical to the one they just released a few years ago, is reselling for less than $100, which insane. A clean colorway, you can't go wrong with a bread toe type of colorway on a Jordan 1, especially a low top. And yeah, this is definitely the biggest steal on this whole list. That's why I did leave it for last, because just a crazy steal for that price for that shoe. And yeah, that is my top 10 list. You guys have to let me know in the comments below, what do you think of it? Are you guys going to be on the lookout for these on Christmas? If not, let me know what I missed. Or if you guys need another top 10 video like Nike Dunks or other type of Jordans or anything like that, let me know in the comments below. Thank you guys for watching to the end. It means a lot. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on those post notifications so you never miss any of my newest videos. And yeah, there's nothing else left to say except for I will see you guys in my next video.